Alright, hey you guys, what's up? My name's Luke, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. So if you see me looking down, it's because I have my phone here because, that's where all the information I have is. But today I am going to be doing a video kind of like discussing my transition and my family and if all of my family know. But yeah, so the last time I actually filmed a video was 2 months ago, and I want to get back into filming videos, so I filmed 2 videos today, which is fun. Which is why I look the same as I did last video, because I also just filmed the previous video. But then the last time I filmed a transition update was around 5 months ago, though that was just sort of me discussing everything that's changed in a year. So really I would say the last proper transition update was 8 months ago when I changed my name. So this is sort of like both a transition update and also a sort of like discussion on why not all of my family know. So first off, not much has really happened. My voice has gotten lower. I do still have to like consciously even talk lower, but because like, so my voice is like down here now, but naturally I can go back up to my normal voice, like my other voice, which is up here. And I sometimes go and talk like that when I'm around my family, but usually I talk like down here because it feels more comfortable to me. Oh man, that's such a fun thing to do. I mean, it's not because it makes me uncomfortable to like hear myself talk like that, but it's fun in the sense of my voice is this low and then it goes up to here, but yeah. But yeah, that's really the only thing that's changed. Because right now, as I'm sure you're aware, we are in lockdown, and that means we can't really do much. So yeah, but, so what I mainly wanted to talk about in this video is family knowledge. So if you're watching this, I can only assume that either you're interested in learning about trans people, you're interested in my transition, or you yourself are trans. And I'm judging that you'd probably be a trans guy, but I don't actually know. Because yeah. But you never know. But yeah, so my family, my close family knows that I'm trans, because obviously, like, the people who live in my house, I mean, I'm on the Sandyford waiting list, though they're still, I mean, right now, they obviously aren't taking any patients, but they are still taking in patients on the waiting list back in 2017, and I got put on the waiting list in 2018. Or no, 2019. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah, no, they're taking patients from the waiting list in 2018, and I got put on the waiting list in 2019. Which basically means that, I'm not going to be able to get to the young persons department in Sandyford, because by the time they will reach me, not even, like, even if this whole global pandemic wasn't happening, by the time that they would reach me, I would be 18. So basically, I'm still on the waiting list just in case something happens, but like, with everything that's happening in the world right now, chances are it's not gonna happen. But they have said to me, you know, since you live in Grampian, your best bet would be to wait until you're 18 and go to Grampian. And like, I have to go to my GP to get referred there because they don't accept self-referrals, but then it's a case of tell my GP to include the fact that I was initially on the waiting list to the young persons department in Sandyford and had been on the waiting list for a year. And then, yeah, they'll like take into account my waiting list terms. Like, obviously I will not be put like straight up to the top of the waiting list because that's not fair, but they will take into account the fact that I have been on a waiting list to get my gender confirmed, I guess. like to start my medical transition, since I was 16, and at that point I will be 18. But yeah, so obviously my family, like my family in this household know, and my grand knows because she comes over quite a bit, and my cousins know. They've always like they've known since I like first came out. Which leads me on to my dad's side of the family. My grandparents on my dad's side. My her husband died, so yeah. So when I say my granddad and my grandma, I'm talking about my dad's side of the family. When I'm talking about my gran, that's my mom's side. And my cousins are referred to as the girls. They're from my mom's side of the family. Yeah. Yeah. So my auntie Jane, who's on my mum's side, and her daughters, and my gran, they all know, and they've known for years because I mean we live in the same village. It's kind of difficult for them to not know, and we're very close. But then my family on my dad's side is slightly different. So, well, my cousins on my dad's side know, and I'm sure my auntie and my uncle on my dad's side know. It kind of sucks because my parents refused to tell my grandparents. Like, they said their reasoning for this is because my grandparents are in their 80s and they don't want them to have a heart attack. That's literally what they said. However, I have a feeling that it's also because they don't know how they will react. Which fair enough, except it sucks because my cousin Ryan, he has 3 kids who all know me as Luke, but then when we go to my grandparents' house, I'm a different name, and it's all like, what? Like, because they're like 5, like the eldest is 5, the youngest is like 2, so like they aren't gonna understand why. But yeah, so I'm kind of hoping I get on tea like as soon as possible, so then next time I go to their house, I like show up and my voice is like deep and I like have a beard and they're like, what the fuck? What happened? And I'm like, haha. Not to mention the fact that my boyfriend's moving here next year, which is fun. I say that as if I'm not excited. I'm so excited for them to move here. We've been dating for 3 years this year, and it's just yeah, they're moving and here, and it's very exciting. But yeah, so my grandparents don't know, and that kind of sucks. But at the same time, because I care for my grandparents, like I don't like I'm not a care, but like I they mean a lot to me because obviously they're my grandparents, they're family. Like I was always brought up. I mean, I was brought up being told that you should never hate your family, which I disagree with now. Especially because of the whole thing with abusers. Yeah. But it looks like I've been crying. I promise I have not. The lighting just makes my eyes look really bad, and also it's spring, which means I've got hay fever. But yeah, my parents practically refused to tell my parents, and no, my parents refused to tell my parents. No, my parents refused to tell my grandparents, which sucks. But last time we were over, which was Christmas, no, it was Boxing Day, which is the day after Christmas, and my mum kept slipping up and calling me Luke, which was hilarious. I don't know if my grandparents have been told and just nobody's really discussing it. But it sucks because it's me. It's part of who I am. I don't make it like everything I talk about. I know I talk about it a lot on this channel, but that's because like this is only like 10-20 minutes out of my day. Like the rest of the time I just sort of sit there and I'm just sort of like, yeah, I'm a dude. Like I know I'm a dude, but there are days where I even forget, well, not days, there are times where I even forget I'm trans, and I remember, and I'm like, oh god, huh. But yeah, so that's really it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like. I don't know. If you guys have any experience like this, feel free to tell me down below. I would love to hear your transition stories and relate to people about their parents not telling their grandparents or not telling other family members or whatever. But yeah, hopefully I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.